Hey everybody, welcome back. February 18th, National Crab Meat Stuffed Flounder Day. It's a nice one. We've done this one before. I think I did it once before. It's actually Emeril Lagasse's recipe for crab meat stuffed flounder. There's a lot of ingredients to it. It's actually pretty easy to do because once you make your stuffing, you just layer it in between two pieces of flounder and bake it, and 1, 2, 3, you're done. We're also going to serve it today with a lemon caper risotto that I've done a bunch of times before, but I'm not showing you how to do the risotto today. We're going to save that for another day. Otherwise this would be like a half-hour video, and that's too long. I try to keep them, 10 to 15 minutes tops, if even that. Usually under 10 minutes if I can. But anyway, we got all our ingredients laid out here, and we're going to get started. Alrighty? Start with our stuffing. Okay, so for today we need 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, a half a pound of lump crab meat, 1.5 teaspoons of Emeril's Essence mix, which you can Google and find the recipe for that, a 1/4 cup of minced yellow onion, 2 tablespoons of minced celery, 2 tablespoons of minced green bell pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 egg, 4 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire, hot sauce 3/4 of a teaspoon, 3/4 of a cup of crushed crackers, buttered crackers. I'm using Ritz today, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 4 flounder fillets, and some lemons for garnish. Okay, so what we're going to start with today, turn your oven on 350, get that preheated, okay, because this is going to come together pretty quick. Take one of your pats of butter and just grease the inside of your pan that you're going to put your fish in, that you're going to bake in, okay? You just want to rub the pat of butter along the bottom, okay, and then you take that butter and the rest of your butter, turn on your heat here, get a nice skillet going, nice size skillet with your butter, melt that down, all of the butter, okay? Okay, and then once your butter's nice and hot, we're going to add our onion, our celery, and our green pepper, okay? We're going to saute these for about 4 minutes. You want to get them nice and tender, okay? Okay, and then once your veggies are softened for about a minute, we're going to just add the garlic and saute this just for another minute. Just so the garlic browns just a little, but you don't want it to over brown. So, and then once that's done sauteing, take it off the heat, and we just got to let this cool down, okay? So we let that cool, because that's going to go into our stuffing. We'll get the rest of our stuff ready now. What we need for the next step to start making the stuffing, our vegetables that we sauteed have cooled down. We're going to take a teaspoon of this essence, Emeril Essence, put that in with our vegetables and our crab meat, okay? And we're just going to gently toss this because you want to keep the lump crab meat as lumpy as possible. You don't want to break it all up. You'd like a nice, stuffing, a nice chunky stuffing. So you definitely don't want to break it up. Okay, just very gently toss those two things together. Okay? Once that's done, now you're going to add the rest of your stuff here. We're going to add our mayonnaise. Put that in there. Then we're going to add our egg. We'll beat our egg a little bit. Our lemon juice. Oops, almost spilled that one. Our Worcestershire. hot sauce. Okay, I'm using sriracha again. I've used it before in some of the other shows. I like the flavor of it. I have it on hand. And that's it. You're just going to gently toss all of this together. Okay? Add a little salt and pepper. And you're going to add most of the breadcrumbs, just the cracker crumbs. Just try to keep a little bit because we're going to sprinkle that onto the fish. Okay? So again, just very gently toss that together. Okay? Okay, let me give you a close-up of that. See, it's still a very chunky stuffing mix, and that's what we want. We don't want it, you know, shredded down like into a mostly breaded, thin stuffing. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so as you can see, I laid out 2 of my fillets here. I have 4 fillets. I'm just going to sprinkle again with a little bit of this essence, not a lot, just a little bit, onto the fish. Okay, and then I'm going to divide my stuffing in half because I'm making 2 portions here. So I want them as pretty much even as possible. Okay, and then I'm going to take my stuffing and place it on one of the fillets, half of my stuffing, okay, like so. And then we're going to take the other half of the stuffing and put it on the other one. Now it's a lot of stuffing, but who cares? That's one of the best parts of stuffed flounder, is all that awesome stuffing in the middle, okay? So there you go. We laid it out. Nice thick layer of stuffing on our fillets. And now all you're going to do is take your other fillet and place it right on the top. Okay? Like so. Again, a little bit of this essence seasoning. Okay, and a little salt and pepper. And, like I said, save some of these crumbs, the cracker crumbs, because we're going to put that over the top as well. Okay, you can even press that down a little bit. Now, the only last thing I do is I like to drizzle a little bit of olive oil onto my fish. Okay, you can use butter or whatever you like as far as that goes, you know, whichever's healthier, but I like a little olive oil to it because there's some butter already in the pan, and you know that we use to saute the vegetables, so a little olive oil. That's it. This is going in the oven about 20 minutes, 350. Keep our eye on it. It's going to be really good. I'm going to get started on my risotto now too. Alrighty, see you in a little bit. It's done. Look how beautiful that is, huh? Nice, thick, lots of stuffing. Okay. And we also made our lemon caper risotto. I've made this a bunch of times. Love it with fish. Really complements it well. But that's another show. I wasn't going to do this all today. But anyway, let's plate this up and give it our taste test for today. Okay, so we start off with some delicious risotto. Okay, we're going to put that on the bottom here. And then we're going to go in here and take one of our stuffed flounder fillets. Boy, there's so much stuffing in here. We're going to sit that right on top of our risotto. Okay? Got all this extra stuffing in here, so we're going to make sure we get lots of that. There you go. Crab meat stuffed flounder day. Make sure you get a little bit of everything. The risotto, the fish, the crab meat stuffing. Wow. Really, really good. everything just pairs up really well together. Between the lemony zest of the risotto with the capers, this delicious stuffing, and the flounder. Really good dish. Alrighty, this is one to try for today. As I said, it is Emeril Lagasse's recipe. When I Google searched for a crab stuffed flounder, I came across this one. It sounded interesting. I remembered that I had made it before, so give this one a try. You saw the stuff that I used. I showed you what you need for today, minus the risotto, obviously. But just Google it too if you need a printout of it or whatever. Just look under, it's probably under his name, under Food Network or something. All right? Crab stuffed flounder today. If you're not going to make it yourself, get out there. I'm sure there's plenty of restaurants that are still doing this one. Alrighty? See you tomorrow.